What's up guys, welcome back to another Supra video. This is gonna be a really exciting day because the cage has finally showed up. The past week or so we've been kind of roadblocked because a lot of the progression that we need to do with this car is finishing out the interior. And the biggest thing we were waiting for was the cage to get in. Our cage is from Cage Kits. I just wanna give an immediate thank you and shout out to them. They supported us on our 370Z build, which is not behind me. What it essentially is it's pre-cut and pre-bent tubes for the cage that is all done through a computer, so the cage is all tucked up and is super nice and it fits amazing. So today we have a special guest that's going to be doing our fabrication, and the Supra is finally about to get its roll cage.
That's my friend Nick Eisenhower. He does trophy truck racing with the big tires and stuff in the desert. We're here putting the cage in. We just had to move all the wiring inboard from the car, and then we just cleaned and prepped all the surfaces where the box goes. He's gonna weld everything together. We're gonna drop it down from the roof, weld everything together, make sure it all fits, put it back up, and then start doing everything else.
Let's go show him the cage.
Nick's gonna explain this way better than I can, but it's super important to prep all of these tubes to get a proper weld and not have everything backfire in your face.
So what Dylan did was he cleaned all like the mill scale off of the tubes where the welding junctions are going to be. It just makes a nicer weld, penetrates better, looks a lot prettier, and it's just good practice to make sure everything's nice and tidy.
This is a really nice kit. It is from Cage Kits. It all comes on a pallet. Everything's laser notched, laser cut. Has all these locating marks. And then every tube also has, where's an easy one to show you? All the numbering on it. So you cross-reference it. And then, you know, this is improper, but follow your tube notch and put it right there. But yeah, thanks Cage Kits. This should be a breeze on that portion of it. It's just all the other stuff because it's a factory fucking car that's not fun.
Is this the right direction?
I have no idea, but I can't. Can you see the slant on the tube? Yeah. I think I have to bang this, this up real quick.
What's happening is there's a bar that goes across. This entire thing is in the way. Dylan said he wants to cut all the bits out, but he told me I should attempt to take it apart, and what I'm seeing is I don't think he needs to do any cutting. All of these pieces that he's going to cut just pop right off of this. Unfortunately, in a drift car, we won't be able to control which way our air goes. Damn.
I went pee and I had my pants around my ankles like a kid at a urinal. That's not for the internet to see. Okay, TJ wants creature comforts of this car. That's the whole purpose of it, is to have AC and heat and defrost and door cards, speakers, all that shit. So to have the main A-pillar to A-pillar dash bar, I thought I was going to have to trim a lot of like the diversion flaps on this, but Calvin, big brain guy, took off the unit because it was removable, because I was really not stoked to cut the whole thing up. So now we should be able to put the dash bar in and then drop it and roll it forward to weld all the tops, which Nick's gonna do, and we should be able to do that. And if not, then I'll just hit it with a hammer like I normally do. Anyways, you can look back through here. It's actually a really clear view. We did the main hoop, crossbar, harness bars, A-pillars, halo bar. Nick tacked it all together. We tacked it all to the bases just to make sure everything fit in its prescribed holes, all that. Yeah, that's where we're at. Everything's tacked. And then we test fit the door bars. Now we have to tack the door bars, which we're gonna try and do both sides. Cut the tacks from the base plates, remove the base plates, and roll the whole cage forward so Nick can reach all the top portions and get a full 360 weld for legality and for safety, so the tubes don't shear off and kill you or stab your car. We will put it back onto the base plates, make sure everything's good, do the down bars in the back, and then actually full weld everything. Nick, did I do it?
You did it. Calvin.
Hey.
Where'd the shifter go?
Exactly where it needs to go. It's gone.
He's keeping the shifter warm. Where is it?
In my ass.
I feel like it wasn't as destructive as I thought it was. Yeah, that was
What do you mean?
That was a way better one. It's like a beanbag. Why'd you do it on yourself?
Watch out, watch out. No! Everyone's gonna be like, why'd you do that to that hood? You could have given it away. It's already cut, guys. Relax. Do you think we're stupid?
Dude, it's so strong. Ooh, that was tough.
Most of us can say that at some point in our life, we have struggled with money or have stressed out about it. I can think back to when I first got the first warehouse, when I tried to take YouTube on full time, that I was making everything scrape by paycheck to paycheck. Dave wasn't around back then, but I definitely could have used it when I needed it to get out of a pinch. Dave is the banking app that can get you up to $500 instantly with extra cash. With Dave, there's no interest, late fees, or credit check. That's more money for gas in your car, that's more money for groceries to fill up your house, or just to help pay off that last bit of debt. Dave can finally help tackle all those expenses that you've been stressing out about. Download Dave today at dave.com/TJ Hunt. That's dave.com/TJ Hunt. Sign up for the extra cash account and get up to $500 instantly. For terms and conditions, go to dave.com/legal. Instant transfer fees apply. Banking services provided by Evolve. Member FDIC. Thank you, Dave, for sponsoring today's video, and now let's get back to it.
Oh, well, it trimmed itself.
What the
perfectly.
heck, dude? You just broke it.
Dude, no, actually.
Dude! Oh!
Senseless destruction.
I can't believe you do that.
I'm not in.
Oh, go in.
There you go.
Now we're in.
What, that looks like it fits?
Say it. Do it. Dude!
Just kidding. No, the plan is to hopefully tackle this together and hope that these still swing just enough to clear the factory step here in the body. We'll knock these things out, swing it forward like Dylan has explained probably 4 times now.
Yeah, seriously.
And weld as much as we can. The cool thing about being here and doing this in this shop is that these guys took the roof off already. So we could probably weld most of the top of this with the cage where it sits, but the only one that can't get is this here. So we only have to drop this a little bit to get the welder up inside there. This is my first time doing a cage kit, and it's pretty sweet. I haven't had to notch a single tube, so that's nice.
We just got a special delivery. Benpack has been a huge supporter of us for years now. We've used all of their equipment. We use all of their Ranger products. Big fan of them. And they have a particular 4-car stacker or 4-car storage lift that I've had my eyes on for quite a while. It just showed up here today. So we're gonna be putting this in today while we're doing the cage at the same time. On the other side of the shop, we have this huge corner that we've been waiting and we've been storing like 1 car in between nights and stuff. Well, today we're about to have a car here, a car here, a car here, and a car all the way up here. Super excited. Thank you, Benpack. Without you, our shop would be an absolute mess. Let's watch these gentlemen be professionals and take this huge, I don't understand how they move this stuff.
So we were going back and forth on what to do about the anti-intrusion bars because it's super hard to get a 360 weld on them. So what we decided was our original plan, which was ratchet strapping the front down bars together so Nick can get all of these outsides and the halo bar up here. And since we don't have a roof, this is less important. But normally you'd have a roof, you'd have to drop all this to try and fit the torch to get all up here. So we're gonna stick with our plan and do that and then put it back on the base plates, which you look, we knocked the base plates out. So it sits in its final resting home. And then instead of welding it to the base plates, we're gonna ratchet strap it again, or leave it ratchet strapped, super far inward so we can put the anti-intrusion bars on and get an outside weld on them. And then once we do that, we can relieve the ratchet strap, put the dash bar in, weld the anti-intrusion bars, and then the front half should be all pretty much done.
Dylan seems to find it important that we explain as to why we're MIG welding this cage versus TIG welding it. It's because I'm unfamiliar with the TIG machine that we have here at the shop, but I'm pretty familiar with the MIG machine. So we're gonna MIG weld it.
It's hot. Nick. I'm a belt sander, a really dangerous one, and Nick's sharpening the
I'm
tungsten.
just sharpening tungsten because there's no belt sander here in the shop. So Dylan is now belt sander. We got the main hoop done like we had talked, the door bars in, and we first passed all the TIG stuff that we can get to now. Gonna put the boxes back in and then work on the anti-intrusion bars this evening. Sometimes you can go through and go over like a pass or two, kind of make them pretty. First pass I always like to do nice and hot, make sure it sticks. Second pass, I like to make it look pretty. For TJ, of course.
Wow.
Did you tell him that we were gonna do MIG and then you're like, oh fuck, it's going to SEMA, TIG.
Yeah, changed my opinion, I guess. I was like, let's just stick this thing together because he's probably just gonna crash into a wall anyways. But now that I know people are actually gonna look at it,
He's not wrong. It's now the next morning. The bend pack lift is done. It's installed. It still needs to get wired up, and we still need to get air to it. So at the moment, we can't put anything up top, but we're gonna try and get this wired up hopefully later today. But this is really cool. Cool to see both Supras tucked away in the corner. Lots of stuff is happening today. While that got finished late last night, our lev rack pallet rack system, which I think I've told you guys a few times about, just came in. California has been like underwater the past week, so everything is just a monstrosity at the moment. We can't keep anything outside right now, so we have a 5 pallet shipment from Lev Rack for the most amazing pallet system ever. Honestly, probably take us days to build. I didn't know it was gonna be this crazy. Oh, look at all this nitrous. I just did some errands this morning. That's for this weekend. Can't wait. Currently, we can kind of fish around over here. Calvin is getting started to lay out the organization of the lev rack system. Don't talk to him. He's in a bad fucking mood right now. Don't even look at him. Don't fucking put the camera on him, Anthony. He's in a bad mood right now.
My fault.
Whoa! You're on the wrong side of the country. Can't open that door anymore.
Hello?
You can't. Nope.
Excuse me,
You're
sir.
gonna hit my car.
This is a fire hazard, sir.
No, it's not.
That's why the window's there.
Yes, you can jump through the window. That dude in blue just showed up. Look at him through the window. We also have a really cool package right here, which I'm gonna look at, but I don't want to show you guys too much because this is for another episode. So just stay posted. Oh, it's like in a crate box. I'm not gonna be able to.
Little pee?
Oh, it's a little window of happiness right here. Look at that. You really can't. Ready? Hold on. Wait for it.
Yep. Oh!
Oh. While all this is going down, the cage is still getting some good progress. I don't want to bug them because they're hard at work, but it looks like a mess in there.
Dude, we're right here. You don't have to talk about us like that.
Sorry. Well, earlier when I talked to Calvin, he acted like I wasn't there, so I thought you would do the same thing.
Thanks for checking in on us.
So how's the progress going?
Roll cage.
Fabricators
Hard.
hate doing roll cages.
Absolutely.
That's what I've learned over my lifetime.
It's getting there. We got most of the tube work put in. Dylan's cutting out some more sheet metal stuff, and then we got a couple more tubes to stick
But
in.
how's like the fitment bin? The owner was talking to me, and he doesn't really get feedback from people who install it. So from an installation standpoint,
Fitment's great to the vehicle. It is quite challenging to weld together, but it takes a little tricks. Once you get in there and get it all welded together, it's gonna look super good as a final product. But it's doable.
it's challenging to weld together because it's so tight, which is what you want.
Exactly.
But Cage Kits is designed on like a 3D model online, and it's all like machine bent. So when they, make the bends, it's probably tighter than someone could physically do it themselves. So I can imagine it's pretty tough.
It's pretty intuitive, so like you kind of figure out where everything goes. If there was a little bit of instruction on the back of the check sheet that just said like dash mounting needs to get cut out, seatbelt mounting needs to get cut out, just even like descriptive words, I would have done this way before we even started to do the cage, and it would have been easier to cut. But the fitment's incredible. The notching, all the laser etching, where to land everything's 100% accurate so far, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's really great, which makes his job super hard. Yeah. But it's awesome. It's super rad.
Thanks, Adam. You shouldn't have.
I wanted one of those.
Oh, I know, dude.
Did you get enough for all of us, or is that just
I don't know.
Share with the class.
Let me look. That was supposed to be a Dylan joke, and I was supposed to punch through the box.
You want help with that?
But I'm not strong enough to punch through the box. I tried to be Dylan, okay? I tried. Our cage is done. It's complete. Before we end this video, I actually want to go ahead and spray paint it and paint the whole entire cage in the same video. So we're now gonna clean the cage. We're gonna wipe it all down. We're gonna vacuum all the crumbs out, and we're gonna tape off the whole entire car so it's ready to paint. Here's what we're gonna use. Steel it. I've never used it before. I've heard so many good things. Dylan won't stop talking.
I love Steel It so much.
I've heard a lot of great things. This is what we are going to use to paint the car. We're gonna go with black, obviously. We actually decided last minute that we're gonna put the carpet in the car. Come over here to the 370. I never painted this cage. I wish I would have, but we were on a time crunch. But what's really cool about this 370, and this is like what the Supra was supposed to be. It's literally a copy and paste of the 370 with this way more power and a stock driveline. We have a full cage, intrusion bars. This is FD spec, and it has carpet and full interior, AC here, and we want the Supra to be the same. Having a carpet in a car, unnecessary, but it's just so cool. So we're gonna do the same thing. So imagine looking at this cage. We wanna paint everything that's visible. So obviously the whole entire cage, front to back, will all be painted. We're gonna want the roof to be painted. We want the A-pillars to be painted, but everything where the dash covers, the trans tunnel, obviously the floors and behind the seats, a little bit behind the seats you can see. And then the trunk, we're gonna paint a good amount of it, but we still have the stock carpeting that's gonna go in there. So it might look a little patchy when we paint it, but just remember, we're only painting what you'll see, and we're gonna try to do the best job that we can. Oh!
First one, huh?
Sorry, I got antsy. I just wanted to do it.
Spray the back ones first, not the poles.
I was just doing it for fun.
Now I'm gonna lean on that. That's, you know what? That's gonna get all over me. I'm putting my sweater on.
Oh, you
Just for funsies.
glizzied all over it?
Just for funsies. I really hope we don't overspray the whole entire shop.
Here's what we're gonna do.
I think it would behoove us to have someone walk up.
Don't.
Dylan's face was like, please
Both of
don't.
you believed me.
Yeah, I 100% did.
Do it.
Do it.
No way. You won't do it.
Dude, that would taste so gross.
Show up to hop pit. Just can't see his
If
mouth.
if I did it before, and I knew I could clean my teeth okay, then I'd do it. But I don't know if I.
Toothbrush. And if toothpaste is for it, it's like a little mic.
My teeth are gonna be black.
Do it.
I don't want
Do
to.
it.
Do it.
No, because it's all saliva. It wouldn't stick.
I don't.
It wouldn't. Logically, it
Dry
wouldn't.
your teeth out first.
No, that's a bad idea.
Thought we almost had them, boys. I don't know where to start. Ooh, where do we start?
All right. What I would like to do, it might not be right. I don't know. I'm gonna paint all the corners behind the cage, on top of it, up everything above. And then once we do that, hopefully we don't have a bunch of drips on the cage. But if we do, steel it lays really nice, and then we can go over it. So then we'll do the rest of the cage once all the body's done.
I didn't know where you were.
I was wondering what would break first, your mind or your body.
Cause tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. Don't make me change my mind.
No, you're good.
Oh, my eye! Oh!
You good?
You!
Empty.
Do a bartender trick.
Ooh! And then I laid on it on accident.
There's a big wavy lump, but it looks fantastic, boys. I love it.
It looks really good.
It looks
It's
really
almost like, because it's so satin,
good. It
almost
smells
looks
really
like
good.
gray.
I think he's high.
Tuan is actually high from huffing paint. You know what the best way to do it? Gasoline. Don't do that. Actually, don't do that.
You can't say that.
I can't say that. But what I can say is when I was working on fixing the fuel pump at one of the drift events, I had to stick my hand in a tank full of gas. I was just like, la-di-da-di-da. Why is everything getting fuzzy? Oh, gasoline. This is what that is. Don't do it for legal reasons.
Now I know why you miss a few words when you talk.
No, that's from...
There it is. That's gasoline right there.
All right, it's the next morning. We let this thing dry overnight. We're gonna look at it for the first time. I'm very excited because it looks fucking good, dude. Looks so good. Oh, what the, you kidding me? The Cove speaker. Today's video is not brought to you by Cove. What's really cool is the steel it was black. That was the color we did, but it's really a dark charcoal when it dries. Dylan said that too, because when I came in this morning, I looked at it, I'm like, yo, this isn't black, this is like dark charcoal. And I guess that's the color it dries to. It looks amazing. It looks like we went and got it sprayed. Dylan's stoked.
Way happy. Look good.
Dude, it looks like $1 million, man. It looks fire. So we're gonna start undoing all this, make this thing look like a normal car. While this jet flies over and ruins this clip, I'm gonna get started.
good stuff for some ASMR. Y'all ready for this?
All in all, I think the cage looks great. I'm really happy with how fast we got this done. Want to give a big shout out to Cage Kits. I'm gonna link them down below. The next time you need a cage, definitely check them out. It is amazing. Definitely worth the investment. I also want to say thank you to Nick for coming out here and banging this out. He did a great job on this cage, and he literally put in like 2 12-hour days and knocked this thing out in a matter of 3 days. We got the cage in and we painted it. Super stoked. The build is really gonna start picking up because this was one of the biggest things stopping us from putting the whole car back together. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for following along. Your guys' feedback has been amazing on this series, and we're having a great time. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying the videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out, and keep moving forward.